my bad.
Feel free to go ahead.
Do you guys have questions for Jorie?
Jorie, what did they do in the third quarter, the second half overall, just to kind of shut you down a bit? Was it just good defense? Were you just not getting better shots?
My immediate reaction to that is it felt very difficult to try to find position in the lane. Obviously, I have a very big roster, and my position, my life is easier when my guards are more involved, and I think we kind of let off the throttle a little bit. I was really proud of our first quarter, and then once we got into the second, and then in the second half as a whole, it was a very physical game, and I had a hard time finding my spots, definitely. To speak to more detail of that, I have to go back watch tape, and I'm excited to study this game and get better. There are definitely moments from the younger kids on our team that I was really excited about, but we've just got to figure out how to, that energy we had in the first quarter to carry it out throughout the game.
Sure, you faced a lot of double teams in the post, and it seemed like you saw 2-3 defenders most times you were in the paint. How were you able to go through that process?
My coaching staff prepared me for that. The couple exhibition games we had, and then our game against Winona State and against Mercyhurst, they showed some double teams too. I was prepared for that to catch it and look for my teammates as well. I'm a presence down there, so I definitely expect attention, and I appreciate that. It's a compliment when you get double teamed. So I am just looking to my teammates whenever I catch the ball, and then, continue to work through that as the season goes on.
Anything else for Jorie? All right.
Thank you, guys.
Good job, Jorie.
Thanks, Jorie.
Any other questions? Yeah, you guys got any questions?
Coach, it looks like in the second quarter, it seems like things kind of took a turn, closing out the second half, closing out the first half. What was your assessment of your team, how you all performed late in that second quarter?
Well, first I would say I thought we really executed the game plan great in the first quarter, and it just also shows you, these guys are an excellent basketball team. Princeton is a very good basketball team. They're a traditional NCAA team. They've been picked to win the Ivy League. So I think our players learned. It's just, I don't even think our players took a step back. It's like you got to keep taking steps forward, and attacking them and executing game plan, and realize that it's just going to be hard, and Princeton, they're a really good team. So we were trying to limit Madison St. Rose's touches and try to get doubles to her, try to get help, and I thought we did some good things in the first quarter, and then in the second quarter, we just didn't execute as well. And in terms of like Jorie and the double team, we already know that's happening every night. It's going to happen every game. There's no doubt about it. So I just think in the second quarter you saw we had a 7 rebound advantage at one point in the second quarter, and then we came in at locker room tied with rebounds. So they went on a +7, and we told the kids at halftime, it's not a coincidence. They go +7 the last 4.5 minutes, and then they go +6 on the points. So that's not a coincidence. There's a direct correlation between rebounding the basketball and keeping a lead. And then in the third quarter, we just had trouble scoring, and that's where you miss some of these kids who are sitting out, right? Who can make a basket. So our kids just have to continue to work hard. It's not going to be easy. Our kids just have to continue to work hard, and we have to learn from this game. And then, boom, we got a game Tuesday against Loyola. We know that's going to be extremely tough. It's an in-city rival. It's a huge rival. So our girls got to lace them up, get in the gym, get a little bit better, and get ready to beat Loyola.
And then just kind of going off of what he said, did you have anything that you kind of wanted to get in all of your players' heads as you kind of went into that third quarter, as you start to lose the game?
Yeah, so the differential was just 6 points at halftime. So just like the Mercyhurst game, when we were up and told them the first 3 minutes is so important, we said the first 3 minutes are so important. The first possession, they had the ball, Princeton had the ball to start the second half. Let's get a stop and a rebound. Let's go down the other end and get a good shot, And it was all about trying to immediately get this stopped right here, reestablish ourselves how we competed in the first quarter, and that was the goal. That was the goal, and that didn't happen.
Now, Coach, in this game here, you all had quite a bit of turnovers. How do you all plan to limit that going to the next game?
You know, we'll just continue to work on being strong with the ball. I think the other component of that, they really gave Jorie a tough time inside, but we already know the double teams. I mean, we're working on the double team, but then getting into a position to help whoever gets doubled, give them an outlet, you know, and against their size, it's not like Jorie's going to be able to turn and throw a diagonal pass across the floor, but ball side, you know, make some players available. So I think just, again, working on our young players, understanding they've got to make themselves available for a teammate when they get double teamed, and then just being strong with the basketball. You have to be strong with the basketball. And when you play NCAA teams and top 25 teams, you have to be strong with the basketball. So I certainly believe we can learn a lot from this game that's going to make us better moving forward. And if you guys have looked at our schedule, we got a tough November, you know, so we got to learn from this and get ready for the next one.
How do you think it's coming along with the new team? I know it takes time to acclimate everybody together, but from what you've seen, how well do you think it's going so far?
I think it's going well. I think it's going very well. You know, we've had to deal with, like, you know, just 10 freshmen and sophomores learning the system, and then, you know, we were kind of headed in one direction, and then had a couple injuries, and then we had another injury. So we've also transitioned and gotten what we thought was like a 7 or 8, and then that's had to change, you know. So they've had to be in constant transition. Let me say a word I can say. But there's been a little bit of a constant transition, and that's just how it is. You know, again, we have to play players who didn't get much playing time last year, and that's okay. You know, they're going to learn, they're going to get better. I said it on the first day, each of our players, if they come in and work, which they've been doing, they're going to become a better player. And next week, we're going to look better. The following week, we're going to look better as a basketball team. We will be better. But I think it's to just answer, I think it's going very well. You know, I think the players are working hard and learning.
Coach, you mentioned last game in the presser that, hey, this team's going to have to learn to deal with rebounding because you all out-rebounded last team. You felt that coming to this game, possibly moving forward, that other teams are going to start to be better at rebounding as well. How do you take that and talk about how you can learn from that moving forward? Now that you got a team that's actually rebounding against you all, and probably going to see that going forward.
Yeah, so the rebounding is going to continue to be a challenge. We talk about the importance of rebounding the basketball. Winning the rebounding battle is a direct correlation to winning basketball games. So we'll continue to emphasize it in practice. We continue to run rebounding drills on both sides of the basketball. And then when you can show them, like I said at halftime, it's like, hey, we were +7 on the glass, now we're even, and now they're +6 on the scoreboard. Not a coincidence. So just trying to educate them and getting them to wholeheartedly believe that every rebound from the jump is really important.
Anything else for Coach? All right, thank you guys.
All right, thanks, you guys. Thank you for coming, okay?